when you were deciding to make that first move and run for your first election there, what was the big thing that kind of pushed you over the edge, 2018, 2019, whenever you decided to make that decision?
So, I ran for, so my first, I never saw myself being a politician. So it wasn't like, oh, wow, this is my goal in life. I want to be a politician. But I've always been passionate about community and serving community. And I think based on the fact that as a refugee and, someone coming out of Africa and getting opportunity to create my version of the American dream, I've always wanted to see people reach their full potential. And so that meant I've served on my church board. I've served at the local public school for the Aurora Public School Education Foundation to help to raise money for kids to go to college. I've done a lot of things in service. And in 2013, I was approached by one of the representatives, Senator Angelo Williams, who asked me to do a class called Emerge. Emerge is where they teach women how to run for office and how to run their campaigns, how to build up, do a stump speech, how to raise money, and all of these things. So after taking the class, then they started to ask me, what are you going to run for? And I kept telling them, I don't know that I'm going to run for anything. But what are you passionate about? And I was passionate about education, making sure that people had accessible, affordable, accountable education. So I ran for the Board of Regents, which was my first run. That was in 2014. It was a big race because in Colorado, they do elect our Board of Regents, which is the board of the CU, the University of Colorado systems. And I ran for that seat. It was like a congressional seat, basically, because it's kind of done by congressional districts. And it was a big race for me. I lost that race, but I learned so much by knocking on the doors of my neighbors and listening to their hopes and their dreams. I also realized that I had a very kind of, it was natural just engaging people at the doors. They liked to see me coming.